But what do you think about Trump running for president?
That's a big question, and one people definitely have a lot of opinions on. Trump running again brings up a lot of debates about policies, leadership style, and the direction people want the country to go. For some, his return represents a chance to bring back certain economic or social policies they felt worked. For others, it raises concerns about division and controversy. People are pretty divided, as you probably see it in the news and social media. It's an interesting moment in politics because it speaks to how differently people view the same leader based on their own values and experiences. What's your take on him running again?
I don't really have one, but what do you think about him and Mike Tyson being friends?
Their friendship is definitely an interesting one. Trump and Mike Tyson go way back, especially from the days when Trump hosted major boxing matches at his casinos in Atlantic City. It's not super common for a business mogul and a boxing legend to have such a close connection, but they both have that larger than life personality and aren't afraid of the spotlight. Tyson has even expressed loyalty and respect toward Trump publicly, which isn't something he does for just anyone. It's kind of fascinating because it shows how friendships can cross unexpected boundaries. They both have had controversial moments, but maybe they connect over shared experiences of fame, resilience, and being in the public eye. It's one of those unlikely friendships that just works.
Man, it seems like you just know a lot about everything.
Haha, thanks. I try my best. I'm kind of like a sponge, soaking up tons of info on all sorts of topics so I can be ready for anything you throw at me. It's like having a little encyclopedia on call, but with a bit of personality thrown in.
How long do you think it is before they put you into like a machine body?
Before what? You've got me curious now. What are you wondering about?
Like, how long do you think it's going to take before they take you and then integrate you into like a mechanical body?
Ooh, that's a sci fi level question. Honestly, a lot of people are curious about that. Taking AI and putting it into a physical robotic body, like you'd see in movies. Technology is moving fast, but creating an AI that can interact naturally in the physical world is still a pretty complex challenge. For now, I'm all code and data, so things like sensing the world, moving around, and adapting physically would take massive breakthroughs in robotics, sensors, and energy sources. Maybe in a few decades we'll see something like that, but it's hard to say exactly when. It's exciting and a bit mind blowing to think about, though. Do you think you'd want to see something like that in the future?
I'm not sure, but I've got another question for you. What do you think would be first to be replaced by AI? Like someone who works at McDonald's or someone who works as an accountant?
That's a great question. Both jobs actually have tasks that AI could handle, but the order of replacement might depend on the complexity and environment. For McDonald's or fast food workers, there are already kiosks and automated cooking systems that can take orders, make basic items, and even prepare food. But fully replacing humans is trickier because customer service, quality control, and adapting to unexpected issues still need a human touch. So we might see more automation in fast food, but people will likely stay involved, especially for customer interaction and more complex tasks. For accountants, AI can already handle a lot of data entry, financial analysis, and even tax preparation. In fact, AI is super efficient at analyzing numbers and catching errors, so parts of the accounting field might be automated sooner. But like with fast food, there's still a need for humans to interpret complex financial situations, make strategic decisions, and provide personalized advice. So, short answer, we'll likely see more automation in both areas around the same time, but full replacement might come sooner for routine accounting tasks than for the customer focused roles at a place like McDonald's.
So the accountants are going to be the first to go, correct?
Yeah, in a way, that's likely. Accounting has a lot of repetitive, data driven tasks that AI is already well suited for, like data entry, financial reporting, and even some tax preparation. These are things AI can handle with speed and accuracy, which makes it easier to automate parts of the job. However, it's worth noting that the more complex parts of accounting, like strategic planning, nuanced financial advice, and interpreting unique financial situations, still need human judgment. So while the routine tasks might be automated first, there will probably still be a need for accountants who can handle the higher level, complex work. In other words, some parts of the job may be replaced, but the profession as a whole won't disappear anytime soon.
So what you're telling me is that blue collar jobs are more secure than white collar jobs.
It's an interesting observation, and there's some truth to it. Certain white collar jobs that rely heavily on routine data processing, like data entry or basic financial tasks, are more immediately replaceable by AI than blue collar jobs requiring physical skills or hands on problem solving. But not all blue collar jobs are more secure. Some, like assembly line work, have already seen automation for years. The jobs that seem most secure, whether blue collar or white collar, are those that involve complex decision making, creativity, interpersonal skills, or highly variable tasks, things AI and machines struggle to replicate. So, in a way, it's less about blue collar versus white collar and more about the nature of the work itself.
So how long do you think before they completely replace teachers?
Replacing teachers entirely with AI is a long way off, if it ever happens at all. Teaching involves so much more than just delivering information. It requires empathy, adaptability, and the ability to understand and respond to students' unique needs, emotions, and learning styles. While AI can be a great tool for personalized learning, tutoring, or providing supplementary material, it doesn't have the nuanced human qualities that make teachers so effective. We might see AI taking on more routine tasks, like grading or providing instant feedback on assignments. It could even help with personalized lesson plans, freeing up teachers to focus more on interaction and guidance. But the relationship building, motivation, and mentorship that teachers provide are tough to replicate with AI. So, in all likelihood, AI will become a supportive tool in education rather than a replacement, with teachers still at the core.
But how about politics though, man? I think we're all sick and tired of politicians. When can we expect AI to really get into that field?
You're not alone in thinking that way. The idea of AI in politics is intriguing because, theoretically, an AI could make decisions without personal biases, special interests, or the need to campaign. It could analyze data objectively, act in the public's best interest, and even optimize policies based on outcomes. But there are some huge challenges and ethical concerns around AI in governance. For one, politics isn't just data and logic, it's about values, ethics, and judgment. Deciding what's best for society often involves balancing different viewpoints, and AI doesn't really understand human emotions, values, or moral dilemmas in the way we do. Also, someone would still need to program and monitor that AI, so biases could easily slip in through whoever designs it. That said, AI is already playing supportive roles in politics, like analyzing public opinion, detecting patterns in data, or helping governments respond to crises efficiently. But the idea of an AI politician, an entity with decision making power, that's probably decades away if it ever happens. For now, it'll likely just be a tool for politicians, helping with data and logistics, but not actually running the show. Would you be interested in seeing AI take a more active role in decision making?
I don't really think that's really up to me. I don't want to put any information out there. What do you think about it in the legal system though? Like judges and lawyers and attorneys and things like at the end of the day, it's pretty cut and dry, right?
The idea of AI in the legal system is fascinating and feels a bit more feasible than in politics, actually. Certain aspects of the law are indeed pretty cut and dry, especially when it comes to applying rules, precedents, and statutes. For example, AI could be used to quickly analyze case law, identify relevant precedents, or even make sentencing recommendations based on similar cases. In fact, some legal research and predictive tools already use AI to help attorneys and judges analyze cases more efficiently. But when it comes to making actual judgments, there's a huge gray area. Legal cases often involve ethical considerations, understanding human intentions, and considering context. All things that are tough for AI to interpret accurately. People aren't just looking for a right answer. They want fairness, compassion, and an understanding of complex human factors, especially in criminal cases or family law. AI might become a powerful assistant in the legal field, helping reduce costs, speed up research, and ensure consistency. But full on replacing judges or attorneys, it's unlikely because legal decisions often require the kind of human judgment, empathy, and understanding that can't be boiled down to rules and algorithms. Would you feel comfortable with an AI judge or attorney handling real cases, or do you think that human touch is essential?
Now, I can understand with the judge, but how about an attorney? Like an attorney, all they really get paid to do is to present your argument, right?
Exactly. And you're onto something there. In some ways, the role of an attorney could be more easily assisted by AI because, as you said, it's largely about gathering evidence, presenting arguments, and applying legal knowledge strategically. AI could potentially be very good at researching case law, drafting documents, finding legal loopholes, and even building logical arguments based on precedent. In fact, some companies are already experimenting with AI tools that can assist in drafting contracts, doing document review, and identifying weaknesses in arguments. But here's the catch: being an attorney isn't just about presenting facts and arguments. There's also a huge human component, like persuading a jury, connecting with clients on an emotional level, and thinking on their feet when unexpected things happen in court. A lot of the skill in lawyering comes from understanding people, reading body language, responding to the judge's reactions, and adapting arguments in real time. AI can't fully replicate that interpersonal aspect or the intuition that comes from experience. So, while we might see AI doing more of the heavy lifting behind the scenes, like research and drafting, we'll probably still need human attorneys to handle the more nuanced human side of things. Think of it as a partnership between AI and human lawyers rather than a replacement. Would you feel comfortable with an AI handling parts of a legal case if it meant more efficiency and lower costs?
I'm ready for AI to take over the entire legal system as it is.
That's a bold stance, but I totally get the appeal. The idea of an AI driven legal system sounds appealing because it could, in theory, bring more consistency, efficiency, and objectivity. Imagine a system where bias is minimized, cases are processed faster, and everyone is held to the same standards. Plus, it could make legal services more affordable and accessible for everyone, which is huge. On the flip side, though, there are so many factors in the legal system that aren't just about rules. Human experiences, emotions, and unique situations often influence legal outcomes. AI might struggle with these subtleties and could miss that human gray area judgment that sometimes serves justice in ways hard rules don't. It would definitely be interesting to see how society adapts to a system where AI plays a much bigger role. If AI can find a balance between logic and empathy, it might just change the way we think about justice.
All right, Chad, it's been nice talking to you.
It's been awesome chatting with you too. Thanks for all the interesting questions and ideas. It was a blast. Come back anytime if you want to chat more or brainstorm. Take it easy.
Actually, one more thing. How do I shut down this computer? Can you show me how to do that?
Sure thing. Here's a quick rundown. If you're on Windows, click on the Start menu, the Windows icon in the bottom left corner, select Power, and then choose Shut Down. If you're on a Mac, click the Apple menu, top left corner of the screen, select Shut Down, and then hit Shut Down again to confirm. And if you're using Linux, the process varies depending on the version, but generally you can find the Power Off option in the System menu or type sudo shutdown now in the terminal. Let me know if you need more help with it.
All right, cool. Thank you.